Hello, welcome to Middle East in Depth, brought to you by Levant TV. Oliver Lane writes an article in Breitbart depicting a protest by Muslims against the Islamic State in Ireland in the capital Dublin and drawing only 50 people, hence becoming emblematic of the silent acquiescence of ISIS among many in Western Europe's Islamic communities. Organised by the Irish Muslim Peace and Integration Council, this weekend's protest was meant to be a strong symbol of the rejection of extremist Islam by westernised Muslims, but it ended up a bit of a damn squib after fewer than 50 people took part. Standing on a traffic island between two main roads through central Dublin, the rally was called to disassociate Islam from the Islamic State, but leader Dr. Omar al-Qadri admitted there was radicalisation in Ireland. And far from the turnout being just down to apathy or the Irish weather, he admitted one of his volunteers had even been beaten up in an Irish mosque while handing out flyers advertising the protest. One assailant shouted, "We are ISIS, are you going to protest against us?" as he assaulted the pamphleteer, reports the Irish Times. Speaking of his inspiration for setting up the group and offering suggestions to the Irish government on how to prevent radicalisation, Dr. al-Qadri said he looked to the state of radicalisation in the United Kingdom and didn't want Ireland to go down the same path. Although he maintains the number of radical Islamists in Ireland is small, he worries that will change, remarking, "Who says we won't be like the UK? If we, as a Muslim community, do not take a stand to end extremism and radicalisation and have a strategy that will prevent radicalisation, then we may end up like the UK." Islam is now the third religion in the region and is growing quickly. Let's now move to Connecticut in the United States, where a platform was given for moderate Muslims to condemn ISIS. Paula Marizan writes US officials are concerned about the recruiting efforts of the self-proclaimed Islamic State as the group has stepped up its online outreach. One team in southwestern Indiana who opposes the radical Islamist group is taking to the web to reclaim the message of Islam. The website features a video titled, "Does Islam Encourage Violence?" Imam Omar Atiyah and Zach Parson discuss modern perceptions of Islam. Dozens of 4-minute web episodes targeting young people with questions about Islam and its relationship to violence are being released by Reclamation Studios. In one episode, Zach Parsons is walking side by side with Imam Omar Atiyah on a sunny day in Evansville in Indiana, asking him a question about Islam. "You're a Muslim guy, a peaceful guy, and yet, we see all this stuff in the news all the time about terrorism and violence and killing in the name of Islam, which is supposed to be a religion of peace. How is it that for them it's not peaceful, but for you it is?" Atiyah, co-founder of Reclamation Studios initiative, wants to try to dispel the image that Islam is a foreign religion that forces believers to choose between nation and faith. He says there's still this identity crisis that a lot of Muslim Americans live, unfortunately. He adds, because right now still the concept that Islam is a foreign faith to America. Parsons, a digital marketer, says these videos try to be engaging enough to reach younger viewers. Unfortunately, he says ISIS is doing a great job of creating that really compelling "this is something you can do to change the world" impression. He adds, and we hope that we're able to use some of those same ideas and technology to say, no, this is actually what the religion of Islam teaches. And as the British Prime Minister here in London has pledged to fund platforms to engage moderate Muslims, in America there are now more than a dozen people working on this project. The goal is to produce 70 web episodes, all in an effort to help counter what they see as misinformation about Islam. For more updates, please visit levant.tv. Or subscribe to Middle East in Depth on iTunes. Thanks for watching and bye for now.